Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, will be a Big Finish episode, and it is a new series because in this episode I'm going to be recapping the 13th Doctor Adventures Season 1 Episode 1, titled Vampire Weekend, which was originally released on the 3rd of July 2025, and I'm recording this episode only a few days later on the 7th of July 2025. But before I get on with my recap, here's the trailer for the 13th Doctor Adventures Vampire Weekend.
Doctor! Yes! What are you doing here? Watch your chickens!
You said it was a hen do. So let's get this party started.
From Big Finish Productions, the 13th Doctor Adventures Vampire Weekend.
Have you ever met somebody who turns up in a place and then everything goes bananas and everyone starts screaming?
Not sure I have, no.
Right. Well, you have now. Fancy an egg?
Your friend is weird.
Yeah. I won't get in the way, I promise.
We discussed this when I got the invite. It's a big day for my mate Gina. I can't have trouble.
Trouble?
There's something here.
What is it?
Smells awful.
What is that?
Oh no.
Is that...
It's not as bad as you think.
Which means it's 10 times worse.
This time's different. Why? This time I have you.
Doctor, get back!
Don't worry, Yaz. This showdown's been a long time coming. From Macedonia to Pluto to...
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
This weekend's going to be a nightmare.
That was the trailer for the 13th Doctor Adventures Vampire Weekend. So, without further ado, here is my recap of the 13th Doctor Adventures Vampire Weekend. A radio is playing. Yaz and Daryl disagree over Daryl's directions. Yaz and Daryl discuss Cat. Daryl comes clean to how he has been directing Yaz. Yaz informs Daryl where the emergency stacks are. Daryl confesses that he, amongst others, believed that Yaz would be the best fit as Gina's maid of honour. Kat wakes up. Daryl mentions Zoya. Zoya panics. Zoya mentions Gina's mum whilst insulting Gina's mum's dog. Yaz attempts to calm down Zoya. No one knows Gina's mum's real name. Gina's mum reveals her dog's name. Gina's mum mentions Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Gina's mum and Yaz reunite. Gina's mum introduces Yaz to Mason and Boo Boo. Yaz suggests name cards. Yaz asks someone to put something in the oven. The Doctor and Yaz reunite. The Doctor misunderstands hen do's. We then have the 13th Doctor Adventures theme tune. The Doctor calls out for her chickens, called Ian and Barbara. The Doctor defends herself, staying. Yaz introduces the Doctor to everyone else. Someone corrects Zoya. Gina's mum attempts to check in with Zoya. Yaz delivers some instructions to everyone. Mason reveals his suggestion for Gina's hen do. The Doctor informs Mason what usually happens when she arrives. The Doctor offers Mason an egg. Yaz has worked out that Zoya didn't invite Gina to her own hen do. Yaz attempts to reassure Zoya. Zoya is attacked by something. Yaz corrects Zoya. The Doctor attempts to reassure Daryl. The Doctor uses her sonic screwdriver. The Doctor updates Yaz. Daryl refuses to give any more information about what caused Kat for her to end up in her current condition. The Doctor gives Daryl an egg to eat to help him with his current shock. The Doctor reveals what she is planning on doing. Yaz distracts Daryl. The Doctor asks Daryl to trust her. The Doctor is planning on updating Yaz very soon. Gina's mum has lost Boo Boo. Gina's mum gives Daryl a cupcake. Someone is looking for the Doctor and Yaz. Yaz mentions vampires. The Doctor mentions the battles between the Time Lords and the Blood Lords. The Doctor lists multiple times and places. The Doctor reveals the TARDIS has accidentally set up a force field. The Doctor reveals her plan. The Doctor mentions Sarah Jane Smith. Yaz mentions Sherlock Holmes. Yaz compliments Kat. The Doctor has a new plan. Gina's mum disturbs the Doctor and Yaz. The others disagree. The Doctor blames herself. The Doctor asks everyone to not panic. Yaz mentions the Doctor's TARDIS. The Doctor asks everyone to calm down. The Doctor reveals her suspicions of Mason and Daryl. The Doctor and Yaz believe one of them is a vampire. Zoya is suspicious of Yaz. Multiple people insult Boo Boo. The Doctor and Yaz run. Gina's mum screams when seeing Boo Boo's dead body. Mason annoys Yaz. The doctor reveals the real reason she bought chickens, whilst mentioning chickens are the enemies of vampires. Yaz compliments the doctor. The doctor communicates with Ian. Someone attacks Mason. The doctor updates Yaz. The doctor and Yaz agree on the next steps. The doctor and Yaz hear Mason screaming. The doctor analyses Mason. Mason is now brutally honest about his romantic feelings. Mason collapses. The doctor explains what truth vampires are. The doctor corrects Yaz. Daryl runs off. Yaz searches for Daryl. The doctor reveals what she is currently doing to Mason. Zoya mentions her suspicions of the doctor and Gina's mum. Gina's mum reveals her suspicions of Daryl. Daryl mentions Kat. Daryl and Kat are in a relationship. Daryl believes Kat wants to break up with him. Yaz apologizes to Daryl. Yaz mentions one of her previous adventures with the doctor. Daryl apologizes to Yaz. Daryl believes Yaz can trust him. Yaz mentions Daryl, Kat and Mason. Yaz sees the vampire for the first time. The doctor attempts to help Yaz. The doctor throws eggs at the vampire that attacked Yaz. The doctor mentions Alexander the Great. Yaz mentions the vampire smelling of strawberries. The doctor asks Yaz about Daryl's whereabouts. Zoya and Gina's mum discuss weapons. Gina's mum apologizes to the doctor. The doctor corrects Zoya. Zoya and Gina's mum disagree. The doctor reveals her newest plan. The doctor asks everyone to be quiet. Zoya corrects Yaz. Gina's mum joins Zoya. Zoya thanks Yaz. Yaz believes Zoya could be right. Yaz mentions Gina, Ryan and Graham. The doctor and Yaz find Gina's mum. Gina's mum reveals that Zoya ran off. Gina's mum reveals her true feelings about Paul, who Gina is getting married to soon. Gina's mum collapses. The doctor attempts to hide her and Yaz's natural smells to hide from the vampire. The doctor and Yaz seem to be successful about hiding themselves from the vampire. The doctor and Yaz discover Zoya baking. Zoya reveals why she locked up the doctor and Yaz. Yaz reveals why she believes Zoya is the vampire. Zoya reveals her true feelings about being chosen as Zoya's maid of honor. Zoya collapses. The doctor and Yaz have worked out that Daryl is the vampire. The doctor and Yaz are proven wrong. Yaz mentions the doctor's check-ins. The doctor and Yaz are suspicious of each other. The doctor and Yaz remind each other of their trust in each other. The doctor asks Yaz to follow her. The doctor drinks something which she realises is just water. The doctor figures out that Boo Boo is the vampire. Boo Boo interrupts the doctor. Yaz informs the doctor that she has been bitten. The doctor mentions her TARDIS. The doctor reveals where she parked her TARDIS. The doctor mentions Graham and Ryan. Yaz attempts to reassure the doctor. The doctor insults Yaz's ability to do mazes. Ian attacks Boo Boo. The doctor asks Yaz to trust her. The vampire believes Yaz is lying to it. The vampire asks Yaz to summon the doctor. The vampire mentions the tourist. The doctor returns and proves the vampire wrong. The doctor wakes up Yaz. The doctor reveals everyone who the vampire bit have received an antidote. The doctor gives some advice to Mason. The doctor lies to Gina's mum. Yaz reveals she still wants to travel with the doctor. The doctor apologises to Yaz. Yaz reunites with everyone else, and Zoya apologises to Yaz. And that is my recap of the 13th Doctor Adventures Vampire Weekend. And you've not got to wait long for the next 13th Doctor adventure, as the 13th Doctor and Yaz will return in the 13th Doctor Adventures, The Return of the Doctor, which releases in September 2025. And of course, I'll be recapping all of the 13th Doctor Adventures. So that's 12-hour-long stories between, well, obviously Vampire Weekend being number 1, The Return of the Doctor being number 2, all the way to, there's 12 of them. I think Season 1, Episode 12 releases in May 2027, I think. So we've got a long while that this season is taking place. So, yeah, that's what we've got to look forward to 13th Doctor Adventures-wise. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of the 13th Doctor Adventures Vampire Weekend. If you listened to it, my recap, if you didn't, put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below. As well as anything else you want to come chance, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in a future episode soon. Just a reminder that there are 2 episodes of the podcast every day now, with the first episode releasing at 11 AM GMT and the second episode releasing at 3 PM GMT. I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. Goodbye.